Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be doing a story on my life. Now I have a guest here, my dad.
Hi guys.
So I will be asking him several questions about my life and the accident and everything. So what was I like as a kid before and after the accident?
Okay. Before, you were very energetic. Very energetic. We were actually trying to gear you up to be a track runner. You knew how to come off the blocks. You knew how to breathe. Well, a little how to breathe. I would try to give you little exercises that I learned when I ran track. After the accident, you were still energetic, very ambitious, hard to sit down, which was good. That kind of growth is great, but it was hard to keep up with you because you moved a lot.
So what changed?
The only thing that changed was your ability to move.
What do you mean?
How you got around. So when you first came home, you were in a body cast. So it was hard for you to get around, and you still tried a lot. I remember us putting you in, you had a medical bed or whatever, and we set you down and you would start scooting. And it was difficult to deal with because, like, even as a baby, you can't take your eyes off of the kid. You were 2 and it was the same thing. So it just got to a point where we was like, oh crap, we gotta kind of scoot her to where she can't move, or put her in a position where she can't get away. So that was what we did. A lot of times we would just kind of set you on the bed, and I could pretty much tell you not to do anything and you wouldn't, but you were nosy, so you tried to see everything. So yeah, it was
Do you remember how hot it was outside that day?
I don't remember the exact temperature, but it wasn't cool. It was a little hot.
Again, from my understanding is me and my sisters were outside playing.
Yeah. And you were pulling your wagon and walking down the sidewalk, and you had stopped to get some dirt to put in your wagon, and that's when the driver drove up on the dirt and onto the sidewalk and hit you.
So where were you on that?
I was at home preparing for work that evening. I had a late shift I had to work. I was a banquet server at the time, so I was just getting ready, just sitting at the house actually.
Was I actually supposed to be leaving with someone? Like going over someone's house?
Not that I know of. I think you was gonna stay with your sisters.
Mom was in the kitchen, I think. She was in the house somewhere. And, well, from what she told me, that all the police officers came up to the house, and I think she said that she had a knife or something on the, you know where the top is, where the door is, like up, kind of, the door, and then, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It was weird.
Okay.
How did I get there?
To the hospital?
Yeah.
To the initial hospital, ambulance. From that hospital to Chicago Hospital, you got there on helicarrier. You were flown in, and we had to drive in. So by the time we got to Chicago, I think you were still in surgery or just about to come out of surgery. They wouldn't let us see you. It was a lot going on. And it was a really hectic time. So neither one of us was really thinking clearly. But it's hard to draw memory from that. But yeah, I believe when we got to Chicago, they wouldn't let us see you initially.
How long was I there?
In Chicago, initially 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. Then we had to bring you back several times. A lot of times we had to bring you back. Go down there, spend a couple of days, and then come back, and then see the doctors here, and then had to take you back to Chicago to see specialists. So yeah, it was about 4 months, and then we'd have to go there and stay overnight or something like that.
So 9/11 happened around the time I was in the hospital.
Yeah. I got up that morning. I got on the computer, and I was looking at the article on, I think it was the front of MSN.com, and it looked like, you know, a movie. They were playing, it was a video. I didn't know it was a live feed. So the feed was the second plane hitting the tower.
Wait, so how many planes actually hit the tower?
2 planes hit 2 towers. I don't know if you know much about the towers.
They told us
the Twin Towers in New
Yeah,
York
they showed
City.
us a video every year in school every time it came around.
Of course.
They kept
You know,
showing
9/11's coming up now. What? Like 2 weeks or something? Yeah.
What was it like when I came home from the hospital?
Playful, ambitious.
Still?
Yeah. One of the this is the funniest story. One of the problems we had out of you was food. So we had to feed you like 7 times a day, and you would store your food in your jaws, kind of like a squirrel.
Yeah, that's
So,
what Granny said.
Yeah, so a lot of times we would have to literally, when we're done feeding you, go in, get the food that you have stored and get it out of your mouth. Then continue to feed you and then repeat. So that was kind of hilarious, actually.
And Granny wouldn't give me coffee until I was 5. She told me when I was 1 or something like that.
Yeah, see, you had some problems.
What do you mean by that?
You used to steal coffee before you were hit and after you were hit.
Before and after?
Yeah, before the accident, you would drink coffee, and the doctors actually told us that may have been a contributing factor to you still living. Coffee is good for your heart, and
I thought it was bad for it. Like, it's not.
too much is bad for you. Moderation is fine.
So how much is too much coffee?
If you drink coffee all day, that's probably too much coffee. If you drink a cup, 2, maybe 3 in the morning or when you get up or whatever, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you remember what happened when we lived on Olive Street or no?
No, what happened on Olive?
No, I had a dream. I was on the couch. I was on the couch asleep in the living room, and I had a dream that I guess it was one of my sisters. There was a police car outside, and then one of my sisters actually got into the police car or something. I don't know. I think it was somebody else, and I just dreamt it happening. It was weird.
Well, you know, you can turn reality into a dream. So as you may have woken up or looked out the window or something and saw something and went back to sleep and turned that reality into the rest of a dream. It can happen. I don't recall none of your sisters being arrested or anything.
I don't know. It was weird.
Maybe it was just a dream.
It was very weird and very strange and cryptic all at the same time. Do you know all, well, not all, but most of family? Like, I don't remember all of my family. Have I ever met all of them?
I've never met all of them. You mean on my side?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. I don't know all of my family. I've met a lot actually. I've talked to a lot, but I don't know all. We went to a family reunion, I think back in like 2008 or something, and I was talking to one of my cousins, and she said in that state alone, there are 125 members. Also, keep in mind, my grandfather had 13 brothers and sisters, and they all had quite a few kids. And those kids have had kids, and those kids have had kids, so, yeah.
Hey, where were we in 2008?
Where were we?
Yeah.
What do you mean, living?
No, like the reunion.
Oh, it was in Kentucky.
No.
I forgot. It's a little city. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, we had it down there. We didn't really do much. We just kind of kicked it in the garage. And it was a lot. Like, I've still got pictures from...
I think Granny does
gathering.
too. I think
Yeah.
Granny still has pictures on her computer, on her phone.
Mm-hmm. Big fun.
I don't really have any more questions.
No, that's fine.
So, yeah, that was the story about my life before and after the accident. So if you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. Love you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my dog.